Welcome aboard, everybody. Cameron High School Gymnasium, Heart of the North Conference basketball. Unity Eagles coming to visit the Cameron Comets. Both of these teams still hoping for some supremacy in the Heart of the North, hoping to move up the ladder here tonight. We're on a little bit early because we are at Parents' Night tonight. Right now, they're introducing the players and their parents. As you can see, the parents and the athletes lining up over here. So yeah, the Cameron Comets, Unity Eagles, Unity under head coach Sean Fisher, his 17th year. He had a little break in there where he took a principalship job over at Frederick and gave up the coaching reins for a couple of years, came back, and now he is once again at the helm for the Unity Eagles. 11-7 overall, the Eagles, 8-4 in the Heart of the North. Squarely in 5th place, hoping to bump the Cameron Comets, who are in 4th place. Their big signature win, these Eagles, back on the 26th of January, they defeated the Northwestern Tigers 65-62 up at Northwestern, and so put the Tigers behind the 8 ball temporarily. Tigers back at the top of the Heart of the North. But Unity has started to flex their muscles lately and are moving up steadily. They're led by Beckett Schmidt, a senior, 6'4", 16 and change per game. Good outside shooter. Isaiah Fugate, a senior, 6'2", 11.9 points per game. He also leads in rebounds at 9 boards per game. Kason Fisher, a senior, 5'11", 11.5 points per game. The team averages 52 overall. In the Heart of the North, I think they're just over that, 53 points per game. As you hear more of the Comets players being introduced, and they're almost all the way around the gym now. Far side, the south side, and they're leaking onto the north side a little bit there. Jaden Silvernail being introduced, and he's coming out. No other teams in the Heart of the North in action tonight, at least on the boys' side. I mentioned the Comets in 4th place. They've had a couple of tough losses this week, most notably as they introduced Troy LaValle and the coaching staff here. Most notably, they got shellacked, these Cameron Comets, by Hayward last Tuesday night. 111 points the Hurricanes put on them. 111-78. They also lost the next night, on Tuesday night, over at Osceola, the Chieftains in that 3rd place spot in that Middle Border Conference. So good squad there as well. Comets 11-7 overall, 9-3 in the Heart of the North. Brady Gronsky leads the scorers there on that squad, the senior, 13.4 per game. Dylan Jorgensen, the freshman, 12.1. They've kind of been there the entire season, 1 and 2. Pretty even scoring across the boards for the Cameron Comets. The junior, A.J. Guerra, in that 3rd spot, 11.5. And then Scott Butterfield at 10.7. Butterfield coming back from an injury. He rolled an ankle up there at Hayward. And so he's going to be back tonight. Not sure if he's going to be starting, but I talked to him briefly. I talked to Troy LaValle, and they said he'll be back. Troy also mentioned that Jorgensen is nursing a bit of a turf toe. And if you've had that, you know how bad that hurts. But I touched base with Dylan, and he said, no, I'm in. To round out the scoring leaders then, Jackson Griffin, 9.8 points per game, the senior. He went on a tear against Spooner with 6 3-pointers last week in that win over Spooner. He had 6 in the first half. Butterfield and Gronsky at 7 points and change, or I'm sorry, 7 rebounds and change to lead the rebounding in this on this squad. Team averages 69 points per game, 72 in the heart of the North. And as I mentioned, a couple of tough losses this week. So both these coaches, veterans, both of them in their 17th season. I talked to a couple of their fans there for the Unity Eagles, and they hold Coach Fisher in pretty high regard. We're going to have a couple of quick commercials, and we'll be back, and we'll talk a little bit more about these two squads and meet our starting lineups and get ready to go here. This is the We Are Network. My name's Jay Cornell. Glad to have you here.
We keep you connected.
We spark young minds.
We keep you safe on the road.
We keep you healthy.
We respond when it matters most.
We are Northwood Tech.
All right, a couple of commercials from our sponsors, Air Force, Northwood Tech. A couple of supporters here on the We Are Network. Once again, welcome back. Cameron High School Gymnasium. Starting to be a nice crowd filtering in. I thought with the weather that we had today, everybody would be out and about, and they would be tired and wouldn't come to this ball game. But we've got a pretty decent crowd. We had to be 45 today. It's supposed to be 50 possibly on Monday. Nice weekend coming up. Hope you can get out and enjoy it. Two teams are warming up here. We just had parents' night. Parents just kind of quickly, not a lot of pomp and circumstance, kind of quickly introduced with their athlete. And they came out. Names read. Got a little applause from the crowd. And we're back to basketball here. The veteran officials for this one coming up from the Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls area. One of them lives way down in Oliva. Josh Skog, I believe is how you say his name, coming up. Mark Haas, Roy Splinter, the veteran officials for tonight's ball game. I mentioned the leading scorers on this Unity Eagles squad. Isaiah Fugate, senior, number 50, I believe. Kaysen Fisher, a senior. Both of them at just over 11 points per game. But from outside, these Cameron Comets are going to have to get on one. Beckett Schmidt, 6'4" senior, can shoot from downtown. They've got some nice-looking players on this squad. The JV team put a pretty good spanking on the Cameron Comets JV team. I didn't write it down, but it was in the 50s to in the 20s. Comets stuck on 4 points for the longest time. 19-4, I recall. And they finally cracked the seal and started to get into the scoring column, but it was too little too late. A couple of those players for the Unity Eagles are going to be suiting up and getting a little bit of varsity time here tonight. Had a talk with one of their fans over there, and they talked about how long Coach Fisher's been there. And we started to reminisce a little bit and start talking about the rivalry that these two squads have back in the 16-17 season in that era when the Comets also were very good. And they knocked off these Unity Eagles in the playoffs, and the Comets ended up in Madison eventually. And, of course, Peyton Dibble, now on the bench for the Cameron Comets, JV coach, assistant coach at the varsity level, was on that squad that went to state down there. Trapper Schleichner, also a good-looking player as a sophomore, 6'2". He's going to get some time. 6-man off the bench. Bance, 6-foot senior. He's going to get some time. As I mentioned, Williams, Fisher, Fugate. For the Cameron Comets, I mentioned they've had a couple of injuries that have slowed them down a little bit. Scott Butterfield is going to be back in the lineup, hopefully the starting lineup here, as he is one of the leading rebounders here. Him and Gronsky split the rebounding duties, pulling down about 7 and change per game. But Scott also a force inside. He can also shoot from outside. He rolled his ankle pretty bad up there in Hayward. And he's hopefully going to be back in the lineup here tonight. Dylan Jorgensen dealing with a turf toe situation. And hopefully that's not going to slow him down here tonight. I mentioned Jorgensen's name many times as a cool as a cucumber freshman that has not shown his age at all in any of these games. He is really coming on. They're going to have some good players in that freshman squad. They're going to have some good players coming up from 7th and 8th grade as well. As the Comets come out and warm up, the starters in their whites. Jorgensen, Griffin, I mentioned Jackson unconscious in that Spooner game. You could tell he was feeling it. Cooled off in the second half, but he had 6 straight, I believe it was, in that that win over the Spooner Rails here last week. Wisconsin Badgers men also in action tonight. I forgot to record that one. If you're recording it, shut your ears because I'm going to tell you the score right now. They're just underway. That one's in Madison at the Kohl Center. The Badgers up 11-7 early on. 15:55 to go in the first half. Another game that people in the area are going to have their eyes on is that Rice Lake Warriors girls game versus the Old Abe's a Memorial up in Rice Lake. And the reason I say that is because both those squads are very good. And the conference title on the line tonight in that ball game. So I imagine right now that gym is packed. The Warriors, of course, Division II, and the Memorial Old Abe's Division I. I think the Warriors are ranked second in the state in Division II, if I'm not mistaken. And now I'm really going to guess and say it's Monroe that's in that first spot, but I'm not 100% sure at all on that one. So the Shepley girl, Schmidt girl, nice-looking athletes up there for the Rice Lake Warriors. Shepley, I believe, going on to play for the Wisconsin Badgers, and she's the real deal. Good athlete all around, good track athlete, Shepley. I see Butterfield does not have his warm-ups off, so he's not going to be in the starting lineup, but I expect to see him coming in pretty quick. We're ticking down here to the start of this one, 4:25 in the warm-ups, and then we'll hear from Kim Parker, the PA announcer, and we'll get the starting lineups. Let's hear from a sponsor, and we'll come right
My friends know me as Derek, but I'm also Master Sergeant Raxter. This is my life in the Air National Guard.
All right, we're about ready to get to meet the teams here shortly. They're just getting their final shoot around in, both teams, the Comets and the Unity Eagles. I mentioned that Unity has been moving up the ladder. They're in that 5th place spot at 11-7. The Comets 11-7 also overall. Heart of the North, 9-3 for the Comets, 8-4 for the Unity Eagles. Northwestern at 11-2 at the top, of course, of the conference. Hayward 11-3 in the conference. St. Croix Falls coming on 10-3. So they're knocking at the door as well. Ashland in 6th place below the Unity Eagles at 7-7 in the Heart of the North, 8-10 overall. Barron 7-14 overall, 6-9 in that 7th spot. Cumberland 3-11, Heart of the North. Ladysmith 2-11, and Spooner with that one win up in South Shore, 1-19. Yet to get a victory in the Heart of the North at 0-14. No other teams in action tonight. I'm going to mention the girls also having a terrific season. Hayward leading that one, that conference as well for the girls at 15-0. The Comets 14-1 in 2nd place. Ladysmith, Northwestern, St. Croix Falls, 2 teams tied at 6, Barron and Spooner. 8th spot goes to Cumberland, and then Unity and Ashland round out the girls' Heart of the North. If the season ended today, the boys would be a 7 seed in Division 4, Section 1A. These Unity Eagles a 9 seed. The girls in Division 4, oh, I should mention the boys, on the boys' side, it would be Colfax would have the 1 seed. On the girls' side, Colfax would have the 1 seed as well, Section 1A. And Cameron would be the 2 seed. So they're lining up here. And I forgot to write down Addison's last name, so I'm just going to say Addison, 6th grader. I'll get her name. Is going to sing the anthem for us. I mentioned before that the Comets crank out some terrific vocals here, some terrific singers. And Addison, an up-and-comer. So we're hearing from Kim Parker. Little lecture to the crowd about sportsmanship, etc. Addison Lambrecht, 6th grader here, is going to sing the anthem. Let's listen in. Addison Lambrick, 6th grader here, Cameron Middle School, with a great rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Goosebumps all around. We're going to hear from the Unity Eagles first. Marcus Rankin, a senior, 6 foot, getting the start. Beckett Schmidt, their leading scorer, I believe, 6'4", a senior. Schleisner, Trapper Schleisner, number 10, a sophomore, 6'2", getting the start. Isaiah Fugate getting the start. Isaac Williams getting the start, 6'4", senior. That rounds out your starting 5. Fugate, a 6'2", senior. AJ Guerra is going to lead off for the Cameron Comets, number 5, a junior. Silvernail getting the start today, 6'1", senior. Jackson Griffin, number 13, 5'10", senior. Jorgensen, I mentioned a little turf toe action for Jorgensen, but he's looking good so far, 6'2", a freshman. And then Brady Gronsky, the 6'3", senior, leading in score, leading in rebounds, Gronsky. Number 41, the big fellow in the middle, a senior. And we're ready to get going here. Once again, the officials, Mark Haas, Roy Splinter, and Josh Skog from down in that Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls area coming up. They've done a couple of games here, this crew, a couple of girls' games. I haven't seen them here at a boys' game yet. Gronsky's going to jump it off. And Williams, 6'4", senior, is going to be on the other side, and the tip goes to the Unity Eagles. Handled out there by Schmidt. Schmidt gets it over to Williams. Back to Fisher. Kason Fisher, number 23. I think I missed him on the starting lineup. That's Rankin's got it now. Back to Schmidt. Schmidt down. Williams. Back to the top of the key. That's Fugate up there. Fugate sets a screen for Fisher, but nothing there for him. Rankin, good defense so far, tipped away. Jorgensen, Johnny on the spot. Good defense by the young man. Ball goes around. It's going to be a 3 by Silvernail. It's going to stay. Nope, it's going to go to the Unity Eagles. So the Comets get the first shot of the game. Silvernail off the iron, no good. Went out of bounds off of one of the Comets, and they're going to apply pressure on the Comets. Fisher's got it hassled out there by Griffin. Double team now. They get it across. Nope, it's going to be a reach in. Jorgensen hoping to get another steal. Reached in. Bit of a cheapie. It's going to be the first one for either team. Rankin's going to pass it in. We're just underway here. 1 minute gone in the first half. Still no score. Nice pass down low, up and in, and that was the big fella Fugate that went in. These guys are big, the Unity Eagles. Got some big kids. They had some big kids on that JV team as well. Foul goes against Jorgensen. See if I can find the numbers on Fugate here. He's a 56% free throw shooter. The whole team is a team, 53%. The Eagles. Nice pass down low, open look. Bounces around, no good. That was Guerra with a deep shot, no good. Goes off the Cameron Comets. They're going to apply pressure again. Rankin trying to pass it in, gets it in. Kason Fisher gets it across finally. Ends up in the hands of Williams. And now Rankin thinks about it, gets it over to Williams. Williams forces his way in, up and in. First points of the ball game go to the guest. Check that second basket. So 4-0 early on here. Guerra looking for some help. Is that a 2-3 zone? think it is. Guerra's going to have an open look and hit it. A.J. Guerra from downtown hits it. Comets' first points of the game, 4-3. 2 minutes gone now. Fisher passes it over. Rankin back to the top for Williams. Back to Schmidt. Back to Fugate. Back in. Ends up in the hands of Rankin. He gives it up. Open look for Schmidt. No good. Here come the Cameron Comets. Across the timeline quickly. Guerra fakes. Looks for something down low. Nice pass inside to Gronsky. That'll be the lead now for the home team, 5-4. No pressure here as they come across. No pressure on a made shot, of course. A lazy pass, a lazy catch there. Steal. A lot of leather as Guerra goes up with it. Isaac Williams with a nice block, the 6'4 senior, as Jorgensen's going to come out. Favoring 1 foot a little bit, Jorgensen. Mentioned that he's got the turf toe. Going to pass it in under their own hoop as Silvernail's looking, finally gets it up to Jackson Griffin. Jackson around Schmidt. Check that, Williams at the top of the key. Nice pass down low, back out, nice cut. Gronsky up. That's Michael Gronsky in the ball game, up with it, just off the iron, no good. 5-4, 14:50 in the first half. Comets have the lead. Unity has the ball. Ends up in the hands of Rankin. He's going to shoot it and hit it. Marcus Rankin, the 6' senior with nobody on him, hits it from downtown, 7-5 now. The Unity Eagles. Guerra with an open look. That one's going to be off. Gronsky with a rebound. Looking for somebody. Michael Gronsky gets it over to Guerra. Guerra's going to go with a little 10-foot floater and hit it. Squares up with a J at 10 feet and pops it. Guerra, all their offense so far, 7 apiece, 14-13, and ticking down. Unity's ball. McKenzie, check that was Schmidt. Up to Williams. Williams dribbles, looks for something, finds a little daylight, kicks it back out. Rankin eyeballs it now. A little screen set for him. Gets it around, Fugate. Deep shot, up and in. Kason Fisher, 5'11 senior, finds pay dirt there on that one. Comets getting a little sloppy with it now as they have the ball, trying to penetrate this nice pass inside. Gronsky blocked. Here come the Unity Eagles, number 20 up with it. That is Williams off the glass and good. 10-7 now the lead for the Eagles. As number 4, Bantz set to come back in. They're come in for the game. They're 6th man. Comets trying to get something in down low, but they're having a hard time just getting it around the perimeter. A lot of length, a lot of height here on this Unity Eagles team, and there it is right there as he throws it away, does Guerra. Williams going to dribble in off the iron, no good. Gronsky has it, gets it to Guerra. Isaac Williams, 6'4 senior, had an open look, missed it. Silvernail with it now, tough pass. Ill-advised pass there. If you're going to throw that one, get it off the hardwood. Tries to chest pass it through the trees, and it's tipped. All right, Unity has it now. Williams back over to Fisher. Fisher will pop it, no good. Almost an air ball. Down low it comes, back out. Guerra will pop one. That one was a good looking shot in rhythm. And then the Unity Eagles bounce it off the toe of Beckett Schmidt. 6'4 senior Schmidt couldn't handle that one as Silvernail and Griffin are going to have a seat. Scott Butterfield getting his first action here. Jorgensen back in. Ball comes into the corner to Gronsky. Jorgensen. A lot of length here on this Unity Eagles team, and you can tell it bothers them. The Comets, Jorgensen from the stripe, no good. Has a little jumper from 15 feet. You can tell it was strong out of his hand. Hits off the back iron. And now Fisher gets it to Schmidt. Schmidt back out. That is Fisher again. Fisher dribbles top of the key. Williams back over to Bantz. Bance looking for somebody off the bench. Bance, good looking player. Schmidt now, back to Williams. Back to Fisher. Fisher is going to get a screen from Schmidt. He rolls, nothing there. Fugate. Fugate, a 6'2 senior, as he's got the ball now, kicks it back out. Schmidt gives one up. They move the ball well around the horn and in. Ends up in the hands of Schmidt in the far corner. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout. 12-7, 15-7, check that. The Unity Eagles with the lead, 11-19 to go first half. And we've got a good-looking ball game. We'll step aside for a second. Come on back. All right, back underway here as the Cameron Comets. Nice pass down to Butterfield, up and in with a little alley-oop. Boy, he's going to slam that one of these times. Nice look from Guerra. 9-15 now. The Comets trail. Unity has the ball. 11 minutes to go, first half. As Troy LaValle barks out some orders. Rankin has it. Check that. That was Fisher, number 23. Williams dribbles around his man. No good. Butterfield with another rebound, and here comes Jorgensen. Jorgensen crossover. Gets double teamed down in the corner. Butterfield now. Good defense here by these Unity Eagles, but so far, Cameron Comets have stood up well against it. Butterfield down, dribbles in, gets hacked, no call, looking for somebody, gets it out to Jorgensen finally. Very congested down there, nice try. I think it went off the Unity Eagles, and it did. Nice try from Jorgensen down to entry pass to Butterfield. Couldn't quite handle it. Went off the hands of Brian Bance. As Michael Gronsky, both Gronskys are coming out. Who came in for him? Griffin came back in, Silvernail now. Guerra back in. Guerra's got the ball. Gets it over to Griffin. Griffin dribbles down. Butterfield double team, looking for something. Throws it away. No, not just tipped. Thought he lost it there. Guerra dribbles in, contact, 10-footer up, in and out. Tipped around, and it's going to stay with the Cameron Comets. Butterfield had his paw on it for a second, but one of the Unity Eagles tipped it out of bounds. Number 10 also in the game. Yeah, he's been in, Schleichner, 6'2", sophomore, big kid. All right, Guerra, pump fakes, nothing there. Gets it down. Butterfield, turnaround Jay from 10 feet, no good. Just off the rim for Butterfield. Nice looking shot. Keep shooting that one, Scott. Fisher a little shaking and baking out there. Griffin on him. Little hand check. Schmidt has it now, tips it down, throws it down to number 10, and it's out of bounds as Butterfield went up with authority and blocked it. That was Schleichner on the shot, Butterfield on the block. Unity passes it in under their own hoop. Finally gets it in to Bance. Bance back out. Fisher now. Back to Bance, back to Fisher. Guarded out there tight by Griffin. Griffin quick, deceptively quick. He's got good springs. Ball comes down. They lose it to the Eagles, and a turnover. Here comes Butterfield and gets it over to Guerra. Guerra to Griffin. Griffin yet to shoot. He, as I mentioned, had a hot night last week against the Spooner Rails. Hit 6. I don't know if they're all in a row, but they were right there. Nice pass. Good ball movement around the perimeter. Guerra ends up with it. Deep shot, no good. Nice attempt by Silvernail to tip it out. Ends up in the hands of the Unity Eagles. Here comes Fisher. Fisher gets it over to Schmidt. Isaac Schmidt, 6'4" senior's got it. Guarded out there by Butterfield. Fisher now double teamed. Dribbles in. Floater up and in. Nice looking shot from the senior, 5'11". Here comes Jorgensen now with it. Gets it out. Guerra with another open look. Really wasn't an open look, but there's a foul. Foul away from the hoop by about 35 feet. Aggressive defense there by Bance. He's going to get the foul. It's only the first team foul, I believe. Yes, 2 team fouls on the home team Comets. 17-9 is the score. 8:31 to go, first half. Comets have been stuck on 9 for a while as Michael Gronsky's going to get it in to his cousin. Now he has the ball and the handoff. Michael looking for somebody. Throws it away. Here comes Bance. Gronsky on him. Foul on the floor, I believe, yes. Gronsky got an elbow on him before he could go up with it. They're going to say that was a blocking foul. 3rd team foul now. First one on Gronsky. Bance is going to pass it in. Check that. Fisher's going to pass it in under the hoop. Gets it out to Fugate. Back to Bance. Down they go. Rankin back in, number 1. He cuts. Fugate ends up in the hands of Bance. He loses it. Scrum for it. It's going to end up in the hands of the Unity Eagles. Number 20, Williams up, no good. Up again from the Eagles, no good. That was Fugate. Griffin, the full length of the floor. And he is bobbing and weaving and zigging and zagging. He's got a little bit of water bug thing going. Jorgensen ends up with it with a cross-court pass from Gronsky. He'll shoot it. Gronsky off the iron, no good. And here come the Unity Eagles. Fisher's got it. He'll get across the timeline where he's met by Griffin. Marcus Rankin now has got it. Gets it back out. Bance. Bance looking for somebody. He's going to hit reset. Jorgensen on him. Good defender, Jorgensen. Williams now, top of the key, looking for something. They're tired. Everybody's getting a little bit tired. This game's been pretty fast-paced. As Rankin's going to dribble in. Fisher dribble in, rather. Ends up in the hands, and that's going to be a foul. Ends up in the hands of Fugate, and he's fouled. Big kid, Fugate. That's going to be another one on Jorgensen, I believe. Yes, and he's going to have a seat. His second, 4th team foul on the home team Comets, 1 on the guests. 17-9, they've both been stuck for a while. The Comets stuck on 9 for quite some time. I don't have my statistician, Cal Ewing's, with me tonight, so I'll just listen into the radio guy next door here, and I'll get the stats for you at halftime. How about them apples? All right. How do you like them apples? Getting my ducks in a row here as the Cameron Comets passing it around. Miles Grassman in for him now. Nice touch pass down to Gronsky. Good defense. They finally get it out. Guerra's online, but a little strong. Nice looking jumper from Guerra from downtown, but he misses it. 6:26 to go, first half, counting down. 17-9. They're stuck. The needle has been stuck for a while, both of these squads. Comets haven't scored in quite some time as Williams has it. Check that, that's not Williams. Regardless, ends up in the hands of Henry Christensen, a 6-foot sophomore who's in now. Little finger roll from Bance, no good. Comets have the ball. Griffin. Covered out there by the much taller Schmidt, so they're in, looks like a 2-3 zone. Or a 1-2-2 maybe. Deep shot, Griffin, off the iron, no good. Gronsky ends up with it. Gets it over to Guerra. Guerra dumps it down. Nice cut from Gronsky, he loses the ball. Here comes the Unity Eagles. Rankin now. Rankin gets it over. That's Beckett Schmidt with it. Dumps it down. Can't see the number over there. That was Christensen in. Christensen looking for something down low. Sets a screen at baseline. Fugate's got it now. Gets it over to Christensen. Top of the key. Guarded by Griffin. Dumps it down. Rankin. Rankin looking for somebody. Goes across court. This kid can shoot it. Fugate can shoot it, but there he holds up. They hit reset again. 17-9 still. Ticking down below 5 minutes first half. Low scoring affair, especially from the Cameron Comets. Fugate gonna muscle his way in, up, good. Fugate baseline just kind of made a path for himself as Fisher set to come back in. Nice pass down low. Gronsky with a big step. He's gonna get called for steps. I think that was just a good drop step. I don't think he traveled, but doesn't matter what I think. The zebra says walking, and that's a turnover by the Cameron Comets. Haven't had a lot. 19-9 at Unity, the 10-point lead, which normally isn't comfortable, but boy, in this game it is. 4:31 to go as Grassman has his seat now for the Comets. Fugate's got it for the Eagles. He's going to pass it across to Fisher. Fisher looking for somebody to cut, nobody there. Good defense for the Comets. Rankin, head fake, up, Fugate in, fouled. Fugate cuts in, Rankin finds him, and he's fouled, I believe, by Butterfield. It is Scott Butterfield getting his name in the books as he gets a foul on him. First one, 5 team fouls. Fugate's going to shoot 2. I would assume he's a good free throw shooter. He is only 56% from the line, 53 for the team, as I mentioned earlier. He eyeballs the second one, nice rotation. That one's up and in. Guerra gets it across, Silvernail looking for help. Nice pass down to Griffin. Griffin back to Guerra, back to Griffin. Tough pass down, ill-advised pass from Griffin down. Gronsky couldn't handle it. Turnover. Fisher has it now. Gets it over to Christensen. Fugate, Christensen, Rankin. Rankin eyeballs. Shot up, no good. That was coming from Schmidt. The rebound went to the Eagles. Now there's a scrum. They're going to call a travel. They are. No, a timeout. Unity gets a timeout in that scrum. And we're going to take a timeout ourselves. 3:32 to go, first half. Unity in control here, 20-9. Troy's got something to say, and so do I. Let's hear from Air Force.
My friends know me as Derek, but I'm also Master Sergeant Raxter. This is my life in the Air National Guard.
Another tough Heart of the North Conference matchup for these Cameron Comets. I mentioned they came shellacking from the Hayward Hurricanes earlier this week, and then they got beat by the Osseo Chieftains from that Middle Border Conference. And now they're down by 11 to these Unity Eagles. Neither one of these squads lighten it up yet. We'll get our ducks in a row here as Unity has the ball. Schmidt passes it out. That's Christensen with it. Number 10 back in the ball game. Schleisner, a sophomore. Schleisner gets it down and up and in for Fisher. Number 23 hits it, 5'11", the senior. 22-9, and Troy LaValle is beside himself down here. Silvernail dumps down. Nice pass from Jorgensen to Gronsky. He's up and in. 22-11. They're going to have to get a stop here, these Cameron Comets, and find some offense. 2:51 to go until halftime. We'll talk a little basketball, check in on the Wisconsin Badgers. I mentioned there's a game going on up at Rice Lake that some local folks are going to be interested in. Nice floater up and in from Schmidt. Beckett Schmidt, their leading scorer, 6'4" senior, finds pay dirt again. 24-11 now. They can't find any offense, these Comets. The length is bothering them, and there it is again. Trapper Schleister tips it away from Jorgensen, and up and in on the other end for Schmidt. Check that, Williams, 6'4" Williams. Kids look a lot alike. They're just wearing different numbers. All right, here we go. Jorgensen has it. Silvernail looking for something, can't find anybody. Guerra has been their offense, and he loses it. Uncontested, Guerra just lost the handlebar, and it went into the hands of Christensen. Fisher now has it over to Williams. Williams guarded by Michael Gronsky. Almost gets a hook call there. Nope. Shot up from Fisher, no good. Here comes Jorgensen. Ball's tipped. It's going to go off the foot of, no, I guess it's going to stay with the Comets. Thought it went off the foot of Silvernail. They changed. Troy LaValle's pointing out that there's 5 fouls on the home team and only 1 on Unity. He's saying, we're getting bumped here. You're not doing anything about it. The Zebra turns a cheek on him, and we're back in action. Silvernail almost loses it. Finds a little daylight, looks in. Tough pass over to Gronsky. He has it. Back out. Silvernail down. Butterfield, Hassel. They're all over him like a cheap suit. No foul. Up and in for Butterfield. Nice shot. Got to find some offense. 26-13, under 2 minutes, 1:10 to go to be precise in this first half. They've got them doubled up, 26-13. Unity passing it around. Fisher's got it. He's going to dribble in, looking for a little daylight. Ball comes out. Williams with a shot, no good. Comes down to Butterfield, and he's fouled. Troy LaValle says about time. And that's going to be the second team foul on the Unity Eagles. Not sure who that one is on. Henry Christensen, a 6-foot sophomore with the harm. As we're under 45 seconds to go here, first half. Comets not even looking at the hoop. Nice pass to Butterfield. Nope, a little too much on it. Another alley-oop pass from Guerra. They draw that one up, apparently, and couldn't quite handle it, Scott. 38.6 to go. A little pressure from the Comets. 26-13. Christensen has it, gets it across the timeline. Looking for somebody. Gets it over to Schmidt. He'll shoot it. Good. Oh, that's a dagger. That hurts. 31. Check that, 29-13. 22 seconds. And tick it down here. Butterfield with it. Fouled? Yes. Butterfield went up with it. He's going to get 2 shots, Scott. As Rankin's set to check back in, and Grassman set to check back in for the Comets. Scott Butterfield going to the stripe. Third team foul on the Unity Eagles. First personal on Fisher. Butterfield missed his first one. He is 74% from the line, so good free throw shooter, Scott. Toes the line with that left foot. Nice rotation. That one rattles out. 0 for 2 on that trip. Fisher now guarded by Griffin. 8 seconds. Looking for something. Nice cut up. Fugate. He's fouled. He misses the hoop. Nice cut by Fugate. And a good look from the point. 56% free throw shooter is Isaac. Check that, Isaiah Fugate, a senior. That one is off the iron, no good. Grassman's going to get in. And Butterfield's going to come out. 4.5 to go till halftime. We'll hear about some other scores going on. That girls' game up at Rice Lake. Wisconsin Badgers. I don't know what else is going on beside the Olympics. Deep shot. On! A.J. Guerra from beyond half court nails it. And maybe that'll be a little bit of spark for the Cameron Comets. Holy smokes, it was right in the middle. That makes it 16 points for the half for the Cameron Comets. The officials all have a smile on their face because that was a pretty shot, and there was no doubt about it when he let it go. 30-16. The Unity Eagles having their way for the most part with the Cameron Comets. We'll see what Troy LaValle and company can draw up here. They're going to have to find a way to break that zone and get some open looks. All right, we'll hear from Air Force. We'll hear from Northwood Tech. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit of basketball, and we'll get you underway in the second half here on the We Are Network.
everyone knows me as Maddie. But here, I'm Master Sergeant Hefner.
Can't stop this. Ha. Let's go.
This is my life in the Air National Guard.
You can't stop this. Never. Let's go.
So the Unity Eagles looking to bump off the Cameron Comets and take that fourth place spot away from them here in the heart of the North. And right now they're handling the Comets 30-16 at halftime. The Rice Lake Warrior girls in that barn burner up in their house against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's, and that is for that top spot in the Big Rivers Conference. And Rice Lake right now 29-27 at halftime. Score for you on that Wisconsin Badgers men's basketball game, taking on the Michigan State Spartans. Michigan State ranked? I think they are. Badgers have had some good luck with ranked teams lately, and right now they are laying it to the Michigan State Spartans 51-34. And 37 seconds to go in halftime. So that's good news if you're a Badger fan, which I am, and I hope you are too. Wisconsin Badgers. Overachievers this year from my perspective. I didn't think they were going to beat the likes of Illinois and Michigan, and here they are up big so far anyway on Michigan State. 17 points on Michigan State. Well, I promised to eavesdrop on the radio guy next to me, Adam Hutton, and get the halftime. I'll see what I can do. Parents' night here in Cameron. The parents were introduced to the athletes, lined the entire perimeter of the floor darn near. I think Schmidt leads the score. As I just lost my camera, apparently. Yeah, I have no idea why, so we'll see if that comes back on, and there it is. Happy Valentine's Eve to everybody. Valentine's Day tomorrow. It's supposed to be a warm one. Warm one today. Beautiful out there. And it's going to be a nice several days ahead. I see almost 50 degrees on Monday. So maybe a day to play hooky. Not me. So once again, Heart of the North standings for the boys. Northwestern at 11-2 in that first spot. They did take a tough loss to these Unity Eagles back on the 26th of January, which didn't last long. They got right back to the top. Hayward in that second spot, 11-3. Tough team, Hayward. 111 points they laid on these Cameron Comets earlier this week. And they are an up-and-down style team that can also shoot a three when they need it. St. Croix Falls in that third spot, 10-3. Cameron, of course, 9-3, and they're going to fall to 9-4 if they don't right the ship here. We'll see what Troy LaValle has come up with. Unity, of course, in that 5th spot, 8-4. Ashland 7-7. Ashland a bit of a surprise, 500 team. They've got their moments. Had some big wins as well. Barron 6-9 in that 7th spot. Cumberland Beavers 3-11. Cumberland coming way down to earth after that terrific season last year, with, of course, Gavin Gores going out to play Division I basketball in Wyoming for the Cowboys. He's having a good season out there. Ladysmith 2-11. Ladysmith, I thought, would be a little bit better. Always come up with some athletes over there. They've had some close ball games, but have only come away with 2 victories. And Spooner still looking for their first Heart of the North Conference win. No other teams in action tonight in the Heart of the North on the boys' side of things. The girls, Hayward, of course, in that 1st spot, and they're going to meet these Cameron Comets the last game of the year, and that is going to be a packed house if both those squads continue where they're at, because the Comets have only 1 conference loss. And Hayward 15-0. Ladysmith in that 3rd spot. Northwestern 4th. St. Croix Falls 5th. Tied for 6th, Barron and Spooner. 8th is Cumberland. 9th, Unity. And the Ashland Ordockers in 10th position in the girls' Heart of the North standings. Girls also D4. Colfax, the number 1 seed for both the boys and the girls in Section 1A. Cameron's got the 2 seed if things ended today, but we'll see how that goes moving forward. All right, under a minute to go here. I'd like to say in the halftime activities, but there really were none. Parents' night here. Band wasn't playing. The dancers weren't dancing. But nonetheless, entertaining ball game, but the Cameron Comets struggling to find some offense here. Their defense looks pretty good. 30 points put up by the Unity Eagles. They're going to probably reach their average. 53 points in conference. Cameron is not going to meet anywhere near their standard if they don't find some offense in quick. 69 points per game, the Cameron Comets. I got to read the 50-50. I don't know who won, but I know who didn't win because I didn't buy a ticket. All right, here we go. It'll be the Comets' ball. Guerra's going to pass it in as fans filter in and find their seats. Pretty decent crowd here. Unity Eagles, Cameron Comets. And here we go. Griffin's going to dribble it in. Guerra back to Griffin. He's got an open look. They drew that one up. Oh, in and out. Silvernail bats it around, but it ends up in the hands of the Eagles. They meet him in half court. Jorgensen is on Rankin. Rankin gets it over to Fisher now. Williams looking for somebody. Off the head of one of the Comets, Griffin. The ball is all the way down to the other end. Nice play down there by Jorgensen as he hits it off of the chest of number 20. That was Williams. A couple of nice athletic plays there by the Cameron Comets, and they need them right now. All right. Get my papers in order here as we get the second half underway. Garrow shoot a deep 3. That one's no good. That look that Griffin had was there, and the ball was right on. Just caught enough iron to rattle down and come back out. Bit of a tough luck shot there. Williams has it now. Schmidt tipped away momentarily. Pass comes back, ends up in the hands of Guerra, down and in. At a timeout already. Coach Fisher doesn't like what he sees. 30-18, they're getting an earful, the Unity Eagles are. 30-second timeout, we'll stay here for this one. 30-18. Comets starting to look like they're on fire here a little bit. Somebody lit a fire under them, I should say. Coach LaValle barking out a couple of more orders, drawing something up. 16:52, just underway, second half. Cameron Comets trying to find a little spark, and so far so good. They got it down to 12 points, 30-18. It's Coach Fisher's turn to chew his players a little bit. Didn't like how lazy they looked, I guess. All right. Fisher will dribble across the timeline. He's going to be met by Silvernail. They're going to double team him right away. Unity handles it, gets it back out. Rankin ends up down in the hands of Williams. Tipped. Nice pass up ahead. Here comes Silvernail. Up and in. Nice defensive play by Jorgensen. And they got it down to 10 now, and they're pressure. Fisher can't get it across, and he's hassled out there. There's going to be a travel. Yes. Pressure by the Comets with a little bit more fire in this half. A little more aggressive. They're going to let them play a little bit. Took advantage of it. Guerra's got the ball. Little screen out there. Guerra double team, gets it down. Gronsky at the elbow, dribbles back out, looks for somebody, ends up in the hands of Griffin. Down low to Jorgensen. He's pushed. Nice pass down to Gronsky. Nice find from Jorgensen. Gronsky driving 10 stakes on that far side. Gets an easy look up and in. Got it down to 8 points now. More pressure. Ends up in the hands in the far corner of Williams. Rankin back to Williams. Dribbles in. Gets it back. Fisher, top of the key. Williams guarded heavy by Jorgensen. That three is up and in from Fisher. That is a tough one for the Comets because smelled a little blood in the water. Silvernail dribbles in, triple team, gets it over. Jackson Griffin thinks about it, gets it down to Gronsky, gets it back out to Guerra. Up and in. Guerra from downtown. 25-33 now, pressure again. Rankin gets it ahead. Schmidt. Fugate back out. Rankin. Fisher, Rankin, top of the key. Schmidt ends up with Williams now, guarded out there by Jorgensen. He'll dribble in, nothing there. Deep three, good. Nice shot from Schmidt, their leading scorer, the senior, 6'4". He's got a nice stroke from downtown. Guerra, head fake, floater, 15-footer, no good. And Fugate up high for the rebound, and here comes the Unity Eagles. Schmidt now. Almost throws it away, ends up in the hands of Williams. He'll two-step in and hit it. Little floater after he took a couple of steps. Up to 13-point lead again, 38-25. That's too bad for the Comets because they're looking good. Deep three, didn't quite have the handle on it, did Guerra. Lucky it hit that much iron. Williams now, check that is Beckett Schmidt. Now Williams dumps it down. Rankin looks down low. Nice move inside, up and good from Fugate. Fugate, the big fella, makes a little room for himself. Griffin has it now, and he's got the trees on him. Down to Gronsky. Oh, there was a pass there that Silvernail was open momentarily. Around the horn they go. Jorgensen will shoot a three. No good. Out of bounds. It's going to be off of, no indication yet. It's going to be off of the Unity Eagles as Scott Butterfield's coming in. Jorgensen's going to have a seat. Michael Gronsky's coming in. Fugate's going to have a seat, as is Rankin. Bantz in for the Eagles. Deep shot, Griffin. That's going to be long off the iron. They got too much hand on Butterfield. Our camera goes out again, so I guess we're just going to play it like it's a radio as they're going to pass it in. Gronsky has it now. Tough pass inside, up. Butterfield went up, contact. He's not going to make the basket, but he's going to go to the stripe for two. Thought that last one also was on the shot, but apparently not. This one definitely is. Butterfield 74% from the free throw line. Gets those big number 16s to the line and hits it. Just guessing on that shoe size, but from here, looks like you could strap yourself in and float down the river in those bad boys. Nice shot, Butterfield up, good. Grassman's going to come in. Scott's going to have a seat. Scott, none the worse for wear on that bad ankle, as they're going to apply pressure now. 27-40. Pressure coming in. Griffin's all over Fisher. And he throws it away temporarily. No, Rankin, check that. Who is that? That's Bance off the bench, tracks it down. He pushes his way in, gets it out. That was Schmidt with a deep three, no good. And here come the Cameron Comets off the rebound. Kind of an ill-advised pass there, and the Unity Eagles tip it away. Guerra a little bit lazy on that pass. Bance now. Back to Schmidt. Back to Williams. Williams surveys. Going to dribble in, nothing there. Gets it back out. Bance in the wing. He's going to dribble in, push his way in, back out. Williams tries a tough pass down low. Shoots it, does Williams. No good. And rolls in on the second rebound. Second chance points there for Williams as he missed his first one. Unity on top by 15 now, and the Comets throw it away again. That hurts. 27-42, 12-19 to go in this one. The Eagles with the lead, the Eagles with the ball. Griffin guarded Fisher out there, top of the key, on him like a cheap suit. Finally gets it over to Williams, finally to Bant. Bance has got it. Bance is going to dribble in. He's got Grassman on him. Schmidt thought about it for a second. He's got it out to Williams. Williams going to dribble in, back to Schmidt. He's got an open look. No good. Rebound comes down to Schleisner. Schleisner with it. Gets it over to Vance. He's going to dribble in. Ends up in the hands of Williams again. Check that Schmidt. Beckett Schmidt from downtown. Hits another. 4 3-pointers for him on the night. And there's going to be a timeout. 45-27. Comets looked like they were going to chip away and get back into this one, but the Unity Eagles had something to say about it. We're going to take a
'Everyone knows me as Maddie, but here I'm Master Sergeant Hefner.
Can't stop this. Ha. So let's go.
This is my life in the Air National Guard.
You can't stop this never. Let's go.
.8-point deficit here for the Cameron Comets, 45-27. The Wisconsin Badgers, 51-36, just underway in the second half down in Madison. Badgers so far handling the Michigan State Spartans. I can see Coach Izzo right now with that vein sticking out of his forehead about 1.5 inches. Losing his voice, Coach Izzo. All right. Comets, see what Troy LaValle drew up here. They got a little weave going. Another pass, that was a tough one. They had the right look there, but just a little bit too much mustard on that one to Butterfield. Going for that alley-oop again as Griffin's all over Fisher. Ball's tipped away from behind by Silvernail. Ends up in the hands of the Unity Eagles. That was Beckett Schmidt. He misses it and finally goes up and in. I think that was Christensen that made it. 27-47. Jackson Griffin's going to step in. Ball swatted away. Down low to Butterfield. Can't find the handlebar. He's hassled. It's going to be a held ball. No. Going to be a foul on Fugate, I believe. It is. Unity Eagles get a foul. It's only it's their third of this half. None on the home team. 47-27. Jorgensen passes it in finally. Griffin looking for somebody. He's going to get it back out. Jorgensen top of the key. Silvernail. Pass down to Gronsky. Back to Griffin. He'll shoot it deep. No good. Ends up in the hands of Butterfield, up and in. Scott Butterfield cracks the seal finally. 29-47. 10:28 to go. They're going to have to keep getting some stops down here. Another one tipped away momentarily. As Bance has it. Bance dribbles in. Ends up in the hands of Schmidt again. No good. Schmidt from downtown and not afraid to pull the trigger. And he's got a spot over there in the corner that he has shot about 6 in a row from. He misses that one. Butterfield all the way down. Silvernail will shoot it. No good. Ends up in the hands of Jorgensen. 15-footer, no good. Bance now. Yeah, they've gone cold, these Cameron Comets from downtown. Unity Eagles have it. Christensen dribbles across. Gets it out to Fisher. Williams set to check back in. Fisher, left hand. Schmidt. Henry Christensen, top of the key. Dribbles in is Fisher, no good. Tries high off the glass with the left hand. Comes up short, does Fisher. Jorgensen gets it to Silvernail. He'll shoot one. That one's going to be short. Ball bounces around, ends up in the hands of Christensen for the Eagles. He'll dribble it across. Jorgensen meets him out there as Rankin's set to come back in for the Eagles. Loses the ball temporarily, does Rankin. Check that, Christensen. Ends up in the hands of Bance. Down the lane goes Bance, kicks it back out, is off that miss. Schmidt will shoot another one, no good. Rebound comes down, Butterfield. Silvernail dribble in, kicks it back out. On a runner for Gronsky. Michael Gronsky, 31-47. 16-point lead now for the Unity Eagles. 8:44. All the way down. Fisher, Fugate looking for somebody. Back out to Fisher. He'll shoot it. Check that. Schmidt hit it. Schmidt hits it from downtown. Beckett. His fifth three-pointer as the Eagles come up with another steal as the Comets get lazy with it. That'll drive Troy LaValle crazy. Half court. The ball comes across, ends up in the hands of Bance. And now poked away, and here come the Comets. Jorgensen with all kinds of time, shoots the three and hits it. And we're going to have a timeout, this time a full one, called by Troy LaValle, 31-50, 34-50. 8 minutes even to go. Let's hear from Northwood Tech again.
We keep you connected.
We spark young minds.
We keep you safe on the road.
We keep you healthy.
We respond when it matters most.
We are Northwood Tech.
Pretty quiet crowd here at Cameron High School as the Comets find themselves in a 16-point deficit. 8 minutes to go in this ball game as the officials come over and tell them to break it up. Troy LaValle emphatically drawing something up for his team. The official comes over and Troy has a couple of words with him. Officiating crew, a veteran crew, doing a good job here tonight. Rankin's going to pass it in. They've got the lead and the ball, these Eagles. Full court pressure now as he's having a hard time getting it in. Finally gets it into Christensen. Christensen up ahead. Loses the ball. Here come the Comets. A lot of contact there, nothing called. Gronsky loses it temporarily. He goes off the feet of Henry Christensen, and it's going to stay with the Comets. So good job of pressuring the ball. The Comets, they come up with a steal, but can't do anything with it. Jorgensen's going to pass it in. Griffin's got an open look. Dribbles into the free throw line. Guerra, pump fake. He's got guys on the floor. We've got a guy hurt for the Eagles as he rolled his ankle. Gronsky up with it. It's going to get out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Comets as Fugate is coming out favoring that left foot. He rolled his ankle for sure out there. Number one injury in basketball. Number two is probably a jammed finger as the ball is swinging around. Guerra will take a deep three. No good. Gronsky with the rebound up and in. Gronsky going to have his way a little bit with Fugate out of the game. Down there low in the paint as Fisher is got Griffin all over him. He finally gets it across. That is Rankin now with it. Rankin almost throws it away. Loses it temporarily as Christensen finally gets it down. No good. A shot from Schleichner, and then he commits the foul, I believe. It is on Unity Schleichner. Trapper Schleichner, a 6'2 sophomore. Things are looking up for these Unity Eagles in the future. They've got a good JV team. They got a good C team. They got a lot of kids out. They got a height. A couple of kids on that JV team look like they could play varsity for almost anybody. Guerra's going to bring it across now. Gets it to Silvernail. Silvernail double team. Gets it back over. Guerra trying to find somebody. Griffin almost throws it away. Down to Gronsky. Gronsky double, triple, quadruple teamed. Silvernail back to Butterfield, back out. Guerra's got a deep three. They're all over them. Good defense by these Unity Eagles. They are long and they're strong. Nice pass down low. Silvernail finally shoots it and hits it. Oh, they needed that. 39-50. They got it down to 11. Across the timeline, up. No good from the Eagles. Schleichner. He misses a layup. Silvernail's got an open path and blocked. Isaac Williams went up high, the 6'4 senior, and got a piece of that one. As Guerra's going to have a seat. Who came in for him? Jorgensen. Jorgensen looking for somebody. Finally gets it out to Silvernail. Silvernail. Chest pass down to Butterfield. Butterfield will try it from 10 feet. No good. Silvernail's going to reach in. It's going to be a held ball. Nice job, Jaden. Jaden Silvernail, I thought, was going to get called for the foul, but he got his hand on enough Spalding. They decided they're going to toss it up. At least if this were the 1980s. No, they're going to give it to the Unity Eagles as they have the arrow. All right, here come the Unity Eagles across the timeline. Hassled big time, Rankin, and we're timeout. Yeah, Coach Fisher could tell that Rankin was in trouble. He calls a timeout, and we will do the same thing here. We Are Network, Jay Cornell, 50-39. The Camera Comets trying to chip away here. Unity Eagles with the lead. We'll take a break. All right, here we are back in high school. Heart of the North boys basketball, Cameron High School Gymnasium. Comets trying to chip away at this lead. They've got it down to 11 as Schmidt has it. Gets it back out for the Eagles. Comets with a little extra fire there trying to get a steal. And they're tightening up this defense, are the Comets. The ball finally goes down. The big fella up, no good. Fugate back in with some tape on that ankle. He rolled that left ankle. That looks like his right ankle. Muscles his way in and goes up with it. He's going to get 2 shots. Isaiah Fugate, 6'2 senior, up, no good. 54% free throw shooter, I believe, from the stripe. Wisconsin Badgers still up 59-43 over the Michigan State Spartans. Fugate's going to get a second one. That foul went on Silvernail, his first. That one's up and good. 51-39. Comets need a score here, preferably of the three-point variety, and it's going to have to come from either Guerra or Boy, Gronsky is all over the place here. It's hassled. Silvernail. I'm sorry. Gronsky up with it. Michael Gronsky breaks out of that scrum. Gets a nice interior pass from Scott Butterfield. He goes up with it. And now they're trying to get it across the timeline. They do. The Eagles hassled out there. Double teamed. Fisher finally breaks it and throws the ball away. No. Boy, he can't believe there wasn't a foul. I kind of can't either. But either way, it's going to stay with the Eagles. Zebra says no. They just got a hand on it. They didn't get a hand on you. As the ball's tipped away. Almost lost by the Eagles. Nice save out there by Christensen. Fisher's got it. Around the horn they go. Schmidt looking for somebody. Gets it down to Fugate. Pass back out. That was Rankin. Marcus Rankin. Oh, tough shot. Up, no good. Tough off-balance shot by Schmidt. He usually squares the puppies up pretty good. As Guerra's going to go in. Fouled. And Fisher's got a word or two because he thought, man, he's still talking about the other end, is Fisher. Doesn't matter, that's in the rearview mirror. What we know right now is he's got a foul on him. He's getting a talking to from the official. Official saying, hey, we're doing our best, buddy. Slow down. Guerra, good free throw shooter as Guerra gets the roll. Butterfield's going to have a seat. Jorgensen's going to have a seat. Both Gronskys in. Grassman's back in. As Guerra hits the second one. A.J. Guerra, 79% free throw shooter, so no surprise there. He drains both of those. As the Unity Eagles are going to try to pass it in under pressure. Get it across, or get it in, I should say. Now across the timeline goes Fisher. Quick pass down low, Fugate up and in. Boy, he is a shot in the arm for the Eagles because they were struggling down low without him. As Gronsky's looking for somebody, ends up in the hands of Silvernail, dribbles in, gets it all the way out. Nice pass, Grassman will shoot it. Good. Miles Grassman off the bench is going to drain one like cold water in that boy. Nice shot, up, good, Fugate. So Fugate runs down the floor and is rewarded with a nice pass, 55-46. Unity Eagles fans are starting to chant. Michael Gronsky in, up, oh, no good. His cousin gets the rebound, blocked. No, there's going to be two shots. Brady Gronsky's going to go to the stripe. He's fouled out there by Williams. As Guerra's coming back in already and Butterfield's coming back in already. Yeah, they need their offense. Grassman draining that three. Ice water is what I was trying to say. All right, Gronsky gets the roll. We need all of them now. Cameron Comets. .51%, 52% from the stripe is Gronsky, so nothing to write home about, but he drained that one. And this is the second one. Fugate up high. Boy, that ankle must have healed up nice because he can really jump and run on it already. I'd be out for a month. Williams has got it. Kicks it over. Not Williams. Check that. Schmidt. He'll shoot it. Hit it. Schmidt, a sharpshooter. I think that's about 7 on the night for him as Griffin is hassled, and there's going to be a foul. Fisher still complaining. It's going to go against him, number 23, Fisher. Griffin's going to go to the stripe. Grassman's going to come back in along with Butterfield. Silvernail's going to have a seat. Grassman coming in for Griffin. Griffin, a 72% free throw shooter, 72 and change, so good free throw shooter. 56% as a team, so a couple of these guys bringing that up. Off the iron, no good, as I say it. Here comes Schmidt with it across. Gets it over. Fisher hassled out there by Griffin. Dribbles past him, does Fisher. Dribbles it back out, looking for help. Finally gets it over. Williams now. Fugate. Forces his way in, kicks it back out. Williams. Fisher. And there's Schmidt set up down in the corner again, looking for that shot. He's hit a lot of them from there. He's got another open look. Hits it, no, in and out. Gronsky. Gronsky's got the rebound. He's coming full length. Almost traveled, did Michael. He's got the ball back again. Gets it over. Guerra. Guerra double teamed out there by the trees. Schmidt and Williams on him. Down it comes. Butterfield looking for somebody. Gets it back out. Guerra eyeballs it for a second. Ball's tipped away. Ends up in the hands of Butterfield. He loses it. Gets it back. Butterfield is going to go up with it and in. Scott Butterfield elevating and putting it in off the glass. 47-58. 49-58. 2:30 to go in this one. We're going to hear from Northwood Tech. Well, that lead had ballooned up for the Unity Eagles, but it's down to 9 now. The Cameron Comets with 2.5 minutes to go. They're going to be looking for a stop here as they're going to pressure the inbounds pass. It's going to be Schmidt passing it in, gets it in to Fisher. He's their ball handler. He's double teamed out there. Looking for a little help, dribbles it across, fires it down. Tipped away and stolen by the Comets. Here comes Silvernail. Silvernail throws it away. Oh, it was tipped. They're going to talk about it. It's going to go with the Unity Eagles. Boy, everybody in the crowd, everybody on the floor thought it was tipped. All right, Unity has the ball back. Again, caught Jorgensen up. Griffin up and in, good. Jorgensen with a nifty steal, gets it to Griffin. And now the Eagles get it across, up, no good. Unity's got it, kicks it back out. Fugate missed that one. A lot of contact, they're gonna call for a foul. They got one, Griffin fouls him. And Fisher's gonna go to the line. Coach's son, I would assume, but I don't know for sure. Kason Fisher, I believe a senior, is 63% from the line. Regardless, that was not a shooting foul, so 51-58. You got it down to 7. Troy LaValle's just screaming something, and they didn't do what he wanted because he is mad, and it's going to be a foul on Gronsky. So now it's going to be up to free throws for the Unity Eagles. I'm not sure what Troy wanted, but whatever it was, the Comets didn't do it. Schmidt's going to pass it in. Back at Schmidt. Fugate now with it. Fugate gets it across. It's going to be a push from behind from Butterfield. Still not in the bonus. It's only 4 home team fouls. The guests have 7, so the Cameron Comets will shoot 1 and 1. Second on Butterfield as another foul, and this one's going to be on Griffin. No time off the clock on that one. They've got it down to, up to, I should say, 5 team fouls. Second on Griffin. Ball comes in, another one on Guerra. Rankin says, man, he raked me across the face. All right, Schmidt's going to pass it in again. Gets it in, gets it back. Rankin's fouled. So Rankin's going to the stripe. He's a 60% free throw shooter. And for his offense, Jorgensen is going to come back in for the Comets as Michael Gronsky has a seat. 1:41 to go, a 7-point lead. The Comets fighting their way back into this one. And they're going to hope that the Unity Eagles can't shoot free throws, and Rankin drains it. Marcus Rankin, the senior 6-footer, hits that one like he's done it before. Eyeballs this one, and that one's in. Across the timeline comes Guerra. He's looking for somebody, nobody there. Griffin's got to shoot that one. Butterfield in with it, no good. Griffin, Johnny on the spot, up, good, and it's going to be a foul. The basket does count. They're calling a basket. They're calling Butterfield for in the cylinder, I believe. But the ball, the score counts. He explains it to Troy LaValle. Regardless, it's going to be Unity's ball. Schmidt's going to pass it in under the Comets basket. 7-point lead now for the Eagles, 1:31 to go. Comets on him, finally gets it in, and it's going to be a foul, and Fisher's going back to the stripe. That foul was on Silvernail. That's their 8th team foul now. No, that was Guerra with his 3rd. So it's going to be 1-1 again here for Fisher. 60% from the stripe is Fisher. He eyeballs it. That one is in. Well, Unity Eagles hitting their free throws in spite of what their average says. And here comes Silvernail out, and it's going to be Michael Gronsky back in. 8-point lead now, 1:30 to go. Second one up for Fisher is good. Right in the middle for both of those. Guerra's got it now, gets it up. Jorgensen. Griffin will shoot it. Way too long, no good. It's going to come down to the Unity Eagles. He's looking for a foul. Fisher's going back to the stripe as Griffin has to foul them. It's going to be 9 now. Next one will be double bonus. Fisher again, 60%. He's ballooning that up. That one is no good. Ends up in the hands of Unity. That hurts. And now almost tipped away. It's going to be a foul on Michael Gronsky. That really hurts. They had the ball in their hands. Did the Comets. It was tipped away, and Unity got the ball. They got the foul. They're going to go back to the stripe. Rankin, 6-foot senior, is going to take, and this one should be double bonus. First one is good. 10-point lead. 63-53. So the Unity Eagles passed their average on the season. Comets not going to hit theirs as that one rolls in for Rankin. A little urgency now as the Comets bring it across. Griffin almost throws it away. Guerra, Gronsky. Gronsky almost eyeballed it. NBA 3, no good from Guerra. Back out. Jorgensen will try a 3. That one's no good. Fisher with the ball. They're going to foul him. No, they're going to play him straight up. Pressure the ball. Hope to get a steal. Here comes Rankin now with it. He's fouled by Gronsky. And that's going to be the ball game because with 50 seconds to go and a 11-point lead, I think the Unity Eagles can chalk this one up, and they're going to move up in the standings. Well, Comets came out flat. Had a hard time finding offense in that first half. Honestly, Unity did too, but second half, the Comets have outscored the Eagles. But too little too late here as the second one no good for Rankin. Butterfield has it. Guerra's going to dribble across. Gets it over to Griffin. He'll shoot a long one. That's going to be long. Gronsky with the rebound, and over the back goes Schmidt. Gronsky is going to get 1-1. No over the back calls anymore in basketball, just a shove. Contact from behind. Gronsky is going to eyeball it. Up, no good. Rebound comes down to the Eagles. They get it ahead. Fisher's going to go all the way in. Up and good. And that's the dagger, and that'll be the ball game as Jackson Griffith will dribble it across. Jorgensen's not giving up. He wants another hoop. Butterfield up. Looked like he was going to dunk it. Drops it in off the glass. 22 seconds. 55-67. Fisher gets it down. Foul. Hard foul coming from Butterfield. Fugate was not going to make that one, and Butterfield made sure of it. But he's going to get 2 shots. 15 seconds left in the ball game, and the Cameron Comets are going to come up with their 5th loss in Heart of the North. Or I'm sorry, 5th loss. Let me get that right. That one's no good. 4th loss in Heart of the North play, so they'll go to 9-4, and the Unity Eagles will tie them at 9-4. Fugate's going to get another look. Thanks for sticking with us on this one. Hits that one. Number 50. Going to get that ankle on ice, I bet, after this ball game. Jorgensen dribbles in. Tipped. Tipped again. Unity Eagles have it. They're going to burn the rest of this one. Standing ovation from their crowd as the Eagles come away with a W in the 3rd loss of the week for the Cameron Comets. A tough one for Troy and his players as they drop in the standings here. 55-68, the Cameron Comets fall to the Unity Eagles. Thanks for joining us here for Cameron High School basketball, Heart of the North Conference. Here on the We Are Network, my name's Jay Cornell. Glad to bring you this one tonight. The next ball game, let's see if I can find that here. Next ball game for the Cameron Comets is going to be at St. Croix Falls on Tuesday evening. The next ball game for the Unity Eagles, jotted it down here somewhere. As I mentioned, no other teams in Heart of the North action tonight, so nothing else happening. And I can't find it. So I do not know who the Unity Eagles have next, but I do know that they have these Cameron Comets next week, as that's a makeup game from earlier in January 6th, I believe. And weather canceled that one out, so the Comets and the Eagles are going to do battle here coming up again next week. So, well, that's your final here, and the Comets coming up with a tough loss and moving down a notch in the conference. Once again, thanks for joining us here tonight on the We Are Network. Everybody drive safe and have a nice weekend. And don't forget, tomorrow's Valentine's.